Welcome to Coach Line's Summer Mastermind. We are in week 2, episode 7, the proven system to get your clients results. So in yesterday's episode, we went over how to get your clients to follow through. And today we will talk about the systems you can implement to get your client the desired results. So obviously you're going to get them these results after they make that decision from yesterday's episode to follow through. So again, this is part 2 of 3 of the series that's coming from my free masterclass, how to make $10,000 from high-paying online fitness clients. So we're going to focus on specifically today on how you can create a system to get your clients results. So watch this video that I'm about to play, and be sure to stick around to the end. I'll come back on video and we will discuss kind of a recap and next steps. If you've already seen the masterclass, feel free to rewatch this as you'll get some new information, hopefully. And then if you want to fast forward to the end, feel free. But either way, make sure you make it to the end so we can have that discussion and you can find out what your homework is going to be, and what those next steps are going to look like. So let's get into this video. Check it out. We're going to get into the second step of creating a U system. Now that you have a tribe on board who is prepared to stay for the long haul, you need to have a unique system to get them physical results. So what is a U system? A U system is a unique methodology for how you get your clients from an A to Z transformation. So how are we going to actually get them results in that full transformation? So how do you create a U system? First, you have to have a starting point. So you have to think about your client's current state when they first come to you. So, are they working out? Are they overweight? Do they know how to lift? Where are they currently? Do they know nothing about working out? Are they an advanced work person who works out? Where are they currently at right now? And what are they hoping to accomplish? Then you want to assess their endpoint. So, this is your client's final transformation after working with you. So, what can your clients expect to achieve after working with you? What is the transformation you will offer? How will their life be different after they experience the transformation? Think about the problem and the pain points you already identified and how you plan to solve it. So, these must be smart results. So, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So, think about the end point of your client. And the last thing is to incorporate the milestones. So these are the steps your client must take to reach the desired transformation. So once they take these steps, they have to take these steps in order to get to the end point. So the milestones are between the start and end point, and all of the milestones collectively become your U system. So for Taryn, let's take Taryn again, for example. In order for her clients to lose weight after having a baby, they are starting out of shape on the left with as she's pregnant. And then on the right hand side, they will end in shape. So their starting point is on the left, pregnant, or maybe just had the baby. The middle section is going to be the blue line is going to be our milestones, which we're going to run through. And then it's going to lead us to our endpoint on the right hand side where she's sexy and she's a mom working out. Okay. So, in order to get them from A to Z, her clients will have to take these steps, aka the milestones, right? So, the first thing they're going to need to do is do an assessment. And this is pretty standard for most trainers, right? So, they're going to do an assessment, find out where they are, what their goals are, what they currently do, what's working, what's not working. The second thing is they're going to set goals. What do they want to accomplish? In this case, it's probably I want to lose 20 pounds post pregnancy. The next thing is 3 is they're going to prepare. They're going to get all of the equipment that they need, all of the information that they need, resources that they need. They're going to prepare to start this transformation. The fourth thing is you're going to provide them with a food guide. So what should they be eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What is their shopping list going to look like? You're going to provide them with a food guide. The fifth thing that they're going to do in order to achieve this transformation is start to track their food. So they're going to track your food and you're going to monitor it. Again, this should all sound fairly familiar, right? So they're going to track their calories, and you'll be able to see how well they're eating. The sixth thing is they're going to need to complete your training program. So they're going to have to do the workouts that you created for them on the days that you tell them to do it in order to get this transformation.
The seventh thing is you're going to need to make program adjustments. So after going through 1 through 6, some things might not be working because there's different things that work for some people that don't work for others. So you're going to start to make program adjustments. And again, this is all part of the milestones in the system. The last thing is you're going to want to do weekly accountability. So in order for to get to A to Z, you're going to have to go through all 8 of these steps with your client. In the case of Taryn, this was Taryn's U system as she was starting to create it, right? So what she wants to do next is to group these steps together to make this bite sized and memorable for your client. So something more understandable that people will recognize. So when I list 8 steps to a client or a potential customer, they're going to be overwhelmed. Like, wait, I have to do assessment, I have to do preparation, I have to do a food guide. That's going to confuse them and probably turn them off. So this is how we're going to start to create our use system that's bite-sized and memorable and easily digestible for clients to understand. So now we've grouped them in similar categories. Um, and we're going to now name each group based on what's being done. So, the first group is the assessment that we talked about. This is where we're going to measure. We're going to measure your starting point. So, that's the action that's going to be taken in group 1. And in group 2, we're going to override your old habits. So, by setting goals and by preparing, we're going to start to override your old habit and start to create new habits. The third group, and again, these are just grouped in things that relate to each other, right? The third group is we're going to modify your lifestyle. So by me giving you a new meal plan, by you tracking your food, and by you completing the training program, you're going to now start to modify your lifestyle and do things differently than you did prior to working with me, right? And the last thing is the program adjustments and the weekly accountability are all are all meant to sustain good results. So by completing step 7 and 8, we're going to make sure that you continue to maintain those results. So now that we have these 4 different sectors that have broken down the larger milestones, we now want to assign letters to them. And again, this is one easy way to do it, but I'm going to show you other ways to do it as well. So measure is M, override for O, modify M, S, and sustain spells out moms, right? So this is now, as you can see, we're getting to more of an acronym. So now, when you're explaining to your clients, you can say, we are going to use the sexy moms method. We're going to measure your starting point. We're going to override your old habits. We're going to modify your lifestyle, and we're going to sustain good results. How much simpler is that for your client to understand versus you saying, step 1, we're going to do an assessment. Step 2, we're going to do goal setting. 3, preparation for a food guide, blah, 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 blah. Your client's head is going to explode, right? So it's so much simpler that if you explain to your client now that I teach the sexy moms method. So now she's not just tearing the bounce back mom helping postpartum women. Um, now she is Taryn, who's the bounce back mom who is helping postpartum women with the sexy moms method. So now the talk of the town is, are you using the sexy moms method? Which again is another topic of discussion and an easier path for your clients to follow and get results. Again, going back to that bite-sized process that's easy to understand. And so, sexy moms, again, is so much easier than telling someone these full 8 steps and confusing them. So, her U system is fully complete with this sexy mom's method. So, I hope that makes sense to you and you're able to think about what steps your client will need to take to get from A to Z and then grouping those into related categories, providing them names, and then assigning them letters to create an acronym. So, here are the different types of use systems. So, we just completed an acronym type of use system, but there's other types as well. So, the Sexy Moms method was an acronym, and you can create yours too. There are other types include a matrix. So, the Time Management Matrix by Stephen Covey, if you're familiar with that, that's a well-known use system. Obviously, they're not calling them use systems because that's a term that we coined, but a lot of people have use systems. It's something recognizable that you can immediately recognize and know, oh, that's Stephen Covey's, right? Another type of use system is you can create a pyramid. This one in particular is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Again, something you've probably heard of. You want the same thing to happen with your U system. So you want people to start associate your U system with you and with your program and with your results. So they're like, oh, Taryn, she has a sexy moms method. I know it works. I want to participate. The another type of view system is a list or steps, right? And so you can have the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey. Again, that is probably the most recognizable view system out there. Every time someone hears 7 habits of highly effective people, they know what it is, they know who created it. So again, and it makes things easy to digest and easy to remember. And then the last one is you can just create your own e system. You can use a formula. You can do letter associations. You can do a graphic or a diagram or anything you decide to create, as long as it's something that simplifies a larger process and helps people get results in a more easily to digest way. That can become your use system. So I want you to think about that and think about what kind of use system you'd want to create. And then after the masterclass, start to build out your use system. So, before we move into the very last step to create your 6 figure empire, I want to leave you with this gem. You can change the world. You have to understand that um, people didn't start off being great and having everything already in place. They took little steps and was able to make change in the world. And so I want you to know that you are capable of changing the world too. So don't think any idea that you have is too little, because there's someone out there looking for what you offer. So I want you to say out loud right now, I can change the world, because you can. Say, I can change the world. And I want you to use what you're learning right now to be able to change the world. Okay. I'm really big on affirmations, and a lot of times I write this stuff out, put it on my wall, and say it every day, because words are powerful. And the more you repeat it, the more that you believe it, the more it will become reality. So, again, say it out loud, I can change the world.
All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the 3-part series. Here are some of the big takeaways. Maybe you fast forward or maybe you watch it real quick. The biggest takeaway is for you to be able to provide results, you're going to need to know your client's start and end point, and then the milestones, which are the steps in between for how they're going to get from A to Z. So be sure you know what that transformation looks like and the exact steps that they need to take to achieve that. And the biggest takeaway there was you can change the world. Like everyone feels like this is some like far-fetched statement, but honestly, it's real. Like you can change the world. Once you have your system down packed, you can transform your clients' lives, ultimately changing the world. So the transformation you are offering is amazing and going to be like unlike any other person's transformation. So make sure you have your U system, which is what we just went over. Your U system is how you are transitioning your clients from A to Z, and it's specific to you and your brand and your audience. We talked specifically about the Sexy Moms Method. A trainer who was helping postpartum mothers get in shape. And so Sexy Moms Method makes sense. So what's going to make sense for your audience? What's going to make sense for your brand? Figure out your unique system, your U system. And with that, you will stand out in the crowd and you will be able to make change quicker and faster, and get your clients to actually get those results that you're looking for. So, for today's homework, I want you to post in the Freeling Nation Facebook group your U system. We want to know what your U system is. Like, tell us what the name is, tell it what it includes. And if you're struggling to create a U system, then again, let us know in the group. We are here to help you. So don't use you struggling as a reason not to get help. Let us know if you're struggling, put it in the group, and we are here to workshop with you. So if you want more personalized help on your U system or anything else to build your online empire, be sure to book a free breakthrough crawl. I cannot talk today. Book a free breakthrough call with me, and we will workshop your business, figure out your goals, lay out a master plan, so you are able to build your 6-figure online business. So thanks so much for tuning in. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, because we want everyone to have this awesome information, because success is better together. So be sure to train, love, and grow. I will see you tomorrow on episode number 8. So have a fabulous day. Talk to you soon. Want to know more about how to build, launch, and grow a profitable online fitness business? Book a call with our team today. We will help you create a plan and give you strategies that you can implement ASAP so you can start making money and impacting lives now.